Hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Thursday, October the 16th. We are getting close to the end of the week. Uh, Alright, let's just go to check um, what happened yesterday. I am not that interested in right now, for example, like I was yesterday or before yesterday, when they were good also the market, or that we possibly can see some opportunities early in the session. It is my opinion that may not be the case today. So a little bit of patience here. To start this, the market is inside previous day range, is inside value, so there is some chop here that I am expecting. Settles down here. Yesterday we have 3 trades visible. One was the failing to close the gap. Not 3 trades, but I would call it opportunities. Failing to close the gap. The next one was the lack of upside continuation when the market just died up here. And another one was the market coming to this area where we have been talking about how possible there is resistance, support, but right now is support, right, around this area. We may find now resistance being this upper side, up around this area, around the 60, exactly, kind of like about 100 points from this area here. And with the volatility at these highs, well, it's not that high really, right? 20 is not that high, but the ranges are about 100 points here. I think that's a conservative, very conservative for that amount of bigs. Now, the last trade or the last opportunity was these highs here, that were forming. I consider that the opportunity was bettering Nasdaq actually here, with the market aiming to take these highs out. And why I say on opportunity, because one of the first things, or not one of the first things, one of the last things that we talked yesterday during the stream was that I was checking, observing what happened to value, right? How value moved. It went. You can see value here, right? This was here, was up here, right? It moved lower, but it not moving inside. So there were some odds that the market could take these highs out yesterday in similar fashion to what happened the previous day when the market just broke, has a tremendous liquidation here at the close, a really virulent reaction, right? And it left the same kind of high. Notice this, the same kind of high that we had previous day. Right? We saw the same kind of highs and at around the same area, right? This is not a reference anymore. I'm going to remove that. This is not a reference anymore again, because the market has opened higher and this is corrected. For me at least, has been corrected as we speak. I'm going to go ahead and close this profile. And I am taking my breakfast now, so I may go in and out. Just a second, please. So that's how relaxed I am today. I am really giving myself time. I don't know what I have. Oh, I don't know why I have this area here. Let's put this one lower. This is yesterday's low. Huh? Oh, let's what is the 50? Let me check the moving averages. Huh. This, man, that's no 66.20. Huh. Is it right there? Actually, it has dropped a little bit. No, this has, the adjusted actually has moved higher. Right now it's 66, 30, 33, 50. 66.20, this one. It's moving higher. 21. Down here. The other one I don't care. Settle here. Notice how the market comes back up here. Let's open this profile again. It's just sales from settle. Once it once it's taken, you say bye bye, sayonara. This reference close is from this day here. Okay, it's not for yesterday. I may look kind of like maybe just I can use this, I think, for today. No, just I mean, it doesn't have too much value for me, really. Right? This is the high. No. As you can see, I am very relaxed today, right now. I am in the observation phase, completing the reset from yesterday. Very relaxed here. I haven't even changed the title of the stream, right? But the market wants from you. The market wants you to lose control, right? The market wants you to be excited. The market wants you to be very emotional. I am not going to lose the break of the rally today. Yesterday I was short and the market went higher. Now I am going to be long, and I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to lose the rally from the opening. And Nasdaq has better chances. Another reason why I got Nasdaq yesterday It's because it has the same kind of high that it had here. It has a really very, very questionable high as well. As you can see right now, this high is probably being to be is going to be taken. Yeah, but I right now my eyes are not in Nasdaq. I think the trade or the correction is happening in Nasdaq, and the Dow is a very, very inside. You know, it's an inside day right at center. Same goes for Russell. Maybe the strongest one right now is Nasdaq, but who knows? The market is just opening now. Volume. Let's check. I am still working on these charts. On this, I finally got my volumes for the ES. If everything goes, if we at least have the same volume that yesterday, we should have this amount of at the opening. It seems like we are going to have about the same. You know, it's 15 minutes. Markets around the same of this from here to here, and very maybe a little bit lower. Okay. I'm gonna remove this thing. All right, let's see if Nasdaq can, can move the whole market higher. But again, I'm not really not looking at anything more than that today. I still think that it looks like the market needed actually more than just a couple sessions to rebalance inventory. The very short inventory from Friday. As you can see, there's a lot of, this kind of days just give us a lot of back and forth. I am still working on this study. Uh, I want to make it look. I want to make it look like 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 T bulk, like the volume for something like this, right? In which it plots the this is the volume of come on. This is the volume, for example, the volume the market has on A is this, right? Volume on B period actually is just this. This is C, and this is D. There was an increase, really notable increase yesterday on D, for example. Right? That's how I want to compare. Just kind of like a stacking one on top of another, like a step ladder, something like that. So I can check. I can still check. This is actually very good to me. Because I can check what I have now with what I had yesterday, for example. Huh? I guess I have some time that I can. I got a little bit distracted yesterday doing this. I shouldn't do this when I am working in the market. A chop, a rotation that we have, or quote unquote, right, expect during these kind of days is high. When the market opens inside, the closer the market opens to previous to the center of the previous day range. Notice where the POC is. Well, POC is kind of like around very close to half back as well. The 67 is there. I'm only very surprised that it's tested. One of the things I am thinking, I am not thinking. I don't see anything right now, but I'm thinking about the stream. Something that I want to do. So I have my trading here, just on the side of this, on this screen, right? This is how my screen looks. I'm going to screenshot the screen. This is the main screen I have. I have three screens, right? One is two are what is this? 24 inches screens. 24 inches? Yeah, I think they are 24. And the other one is man, how much is the other one? Like 40. The other one's 40 inches. Oh, this is what I have in the main screen, the one that I have in front of me. Right? The one that I watch the most, or mainly, just a second again, please. Okay, I got my kids at home. They're in vacations from high school. I may have some interruptions here. Okay, this is what I was talking about this, right? This is what I watch. Oh, come on, man, really? This is what I watch the most. This part, okay? On the left side, on this side, on the left side, this is NQ. This is NQ. I started to checking. I don't know, maybe a couple months, but I didn't have this actually in my screen because I only check ES, but you know sometimes one index marks leads the market. Sometimes it's the other. I'm not saying that that's the case, but sometimes you can see that happening. So I because I have the landscape, I have a I don't have a landscape. What's that? But because I have a real estate, so I decided to put this. But I still, if I'm going to show you what I have, what my screens are. But and I am thinking, and because of the stream, right? I don't put this side on the screen, on the stream, as you can see, right? This the stream ends here. I mean, the screen, not the stream. The screen that you can see ends is just this part here. Right? Also, I don't want to have distractions. I don't want to have these ones. Right? Only remember, this is just one part of the. Once I get from one step, right? Once I am in this part of the process, well, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I am going to be focused on this. I am still focused on the market, right? Right. I still focus. Notice that in my main script, I don't have in my main script profits, loss, nothing like that. I consider that as a distraction as well, right? And then it all starts again when this is the cycle, right? This is the process cycle. This is the process cycle. Right? Now my whole setup is, I'm going to show you what it is, how it looks. My whole setup is like this. As you can see, I have a Chrome browser here. This is this space usually is open. I don't have much here. If I have some options here, this one's automatically open in here, in this part, in this screen. This is screen number 1, number 2, number 3. For example, I'm going to open I'm going to open one option, this one option here. As you can see, I'm going to click here, call the option, and right now I do have the following. Okay, it opens in this screen here. In this screen. So I still have my main screen, which is this one, the number 3. This screen is the most important that I see. I don't want to have any distractions here. It is, for me, it's easier to have it here on the side than have it here, these ones. And this is my rhythmic main panel. Here I can see how many trades I have made. Here I can see completed, the orders that have been completed in this area, in this quadrant. I have a small one here, very important one. This is very important, because if I have any working order that's waiting to be filled or completed, it's going to be here. It's going to be here, and this is very important as well. Okay. And the positions screen or part or window is this one here, this one over here. Sometimes, and this is very important, right? When I don't use brackets, this part is very important here, because I can see here, it tells me the amount of filled positions. But I mean, I configure it that way, right? I will see how many have been filled, right? Either sellings or buyings. Here, a net position. If I have anything, if I don't have 0 here, of course it's going to be an odd number. It means I have a position here. So sometimes sometimes as I say, when I may enable a bracket and manually fill or set a stop, even though I have a bracket, because I see the market moving. I may not like what's happening. I have to be very aware when I do this, and I was checking this part. I don't have, but the profits, losses are in this side a little bit further to right, but I don't want to see that until the day is over, because it's a distraction. Really it is. On my first screen, I always have this one open. I always have this open. Here, from this screen, is that when I detach this screen, it opens in this one, in this screen here. It opens in 3. In the screen number 3. Remember, this is 1. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. I'm going to, for example, detach this screen right now. And as you can see, it opens here. Huh? It opens here, and this is when I work. I can check, for example, the other indices here. The screen number 1 is still has this one. I can work on this while this is still displayed. The same screen that the original screen is displayed in the first screen. I can see, for example, the Dow is an inside day. Same goes to Russell. Same goes to the ES. Check this out, right? Nasdaq has checked this side, and it's coming back inside previous day range. So maybe there could be some heel to the downside, all right? But the indices are not in sync, so still rotation is expected here. I mean, quote unquote expected. I don't know if you could feel that, all right? What kind of days we were having, and what kind of odds for whatever we were having the previous day we had for today. Okay, where was I? Where was I? I think we were talking about rotation, right? That the odds of rotation were high today. Chopper rotation. Let's now we have two periods. Let's start checking. Let's start checking value. What? Value is there. Notice what value is inside previous day range. So there's a lot of rotate or chopper rotation that probably is going to continue. Notice where volume is, okay? Where is the ray? Look at this. Look where volume is. We have lower volume. This is the ES. The market overall still it's the same, reflecting the same thing. Okay. Now I'm going to expand this just to talk a little bit more about the intradays. Here. But before doing that, oh come on, I want to save this thing. Save chart book. Okay, save it. All right. Oh, by the way, one of the things that I like for what I like Sierra better than Window, it is very light. It's very light. It's not as heavy to load. It doesn't take too much time to load. It loads really fast. I can have a bunch of screens. As you can see, I have maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Sierra charts screens open in one file, right? In one chart book. This is only one chart book. I can have another chart book with another bunch of screens, right? And it really doesn't take too much space, man. Check it out. Where's Sierra? Sierra. It uses power, I say very high, but memory, not really that much. I think, you know, the next one is OBS, followed by, I think, Chrome. When I have Chrome, when I don't reset, the PC for a couple of days. This is starts to grow higher and higher and higher. And 53 user memory is really, really nice. For me, it's really low. The PC works really nice here. I can't do that. I couldn't do that with Windows Trader. In Windows, I had maybe two screens open, and it was slow, man. It was slow. It just it took time. It took time to load. Okay, let's go back to where it was. I have this. This is the range that now we have. This is the support resistance higher in the upper side. Something that I have noticed, that this support area, where we had a bunch of really tremendous amount of trading happening around in this area, I have noticed that same thing that happened here during this day has happened yesterday in this area, and that's why I decided to highlight it here to put it in the market. I don't know what that means really. I don't know what the market can do here, but that's something that I am observing. Clearly, this is a quiet day for me, at least. There's not too much to say, man. There's not to speak here, to talk about. I think I'm going to make this bigger. And now, as the day progresses, I can expand this one, or I can contract this one. And this is something I really love from Sierra, because this is something I couldn't do in Windows Trader. I mean, Windows has the advantage that I can place this histogram here on the side, right? Inside this screen. I cannot do that in Sierra, but this is, I think, now that I got used to this, this is even better, because I can maximize this without maximizing the whole thing that I have here. I may not have the options inside the screen, for example, to add overnights or to remove overnights, but I can have it in the lower side, and it uses less memory in my computer. That is really a plus for Sierra. One of the things that I don't have, though, I think this is the only thing that I don't have, is I really wish I could have this volume here, this histogram for the daily. Wait a minute, I guess I can do that without the numbers, or separated from the numbers. I guess I can create another one here. And not remove the numbers, but hide the numbers. Let's see. Okay. No, I can't. I have a TPO, which is this one. I have only profile here. Look at this. Look at this. I can just do another volume profile. Oh, add custom study. No custom study now. Just add study. Volume profile. Volume profile. Volume profile for TPOs. Volume profile. BOP. Come on, man, really? I guess I found something to do today. BPV. What the heck is that, man? Where are you? I am not. I'm going to take a little break. My kids are coming. There, there's a storm coming here. Okay, kids are gone. One of the things I also have here, and this is part of the process, right? If I am not 100% focused, I'm not being able to observe the market. This is part of my compromise, the compromise or the contract that I have with myself, right? I just can't. I just can't work, man. If I got these distractions, I better just stay out. If you have planning to trade, for example, today, right? And, and by the way, that's not how I work, right? I don't expect to trade. If there is something I got, I am going to be watching the market, but I don't come to the market with the idea to do something. One of the things that I don't do here, I don't call trades, right? I can say, or I can talk about what's happening. I'm kind of like, okay, give my ideas of kind of tell what I'm going to do, right? And one of the reason why I don't do that is that one, I don't think somebody else can do this, right? But I just cannot explain all of the reasons or all of the parameters I have in place for any specific trade. Right? I just don't have time to talk about that because there's a lot of things that are involved, and that wouldn't be fair for anybody who was trying to to to, to copy, I say, or to do something. And also when I am, because of the process, right? When I do have something, I am focused on what I'm doing. and what I am observing, I might be streaming. The streaming may be up. I may have a position, but I completely forgot about the stream. Right? I just focus on what is happening. That's not fair. I mean, if you just follow somebody, or if somebody follows, expecting to hear, I got to get out, I got to get in. How do I do this? It's maybe market moves so fast sometimes, man, that by the time I talk about it, I may be out, right? Or I may be in when the market has moved. Okay, what is this study? I'm trying to find this study here. BPB. Volume. What the heck is this study? Okay, show mobile duplicate. Okay, let's duplicate this thing. What is the duplicate here? Oh, come on. Maybe is it tilt? Apply. Oh, it overlaps. You know what? I don't want to mess this thing. Cancel. I'm going to close this chat book. 7 changes, no. Open chat book. Here we are. Look at how fast this charges, man. For my for window to charge, just to open. Oh man, it took several minutes. It could take several minutes. I may have the screen, but to populate the whole thing it took just too much time. This is a nice volume, 15,000. $250,000 the overnight is decreasing from 400 to 200, 200. It's coming back to normal? Don't know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Notice where volume is accumulating around the opening. Where this opening is, around previous day opening. Where the market has been bought, like this time was bought around this area where I saw yesterday a lot of volume, for example. What's happening here? Wait a minute. I guess okay, yeah, I know what happened. This is it. Okay, this was bigger. What? Why do I have... Oh, this is the opposite. The other way around. This one is up. Oh, come on, man. What's wrong here? This is up here, and this is down here. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I don't know what happened here. All right. All right. Yeah. This is better. Okay. It has been bought around yesterday it was bought around the same area where we saw a lot of back and forth, right? We saw yesterday a lot of, I saw a lot of back and forth around this area with huge volume here, huge volume coming to the market in this area here, right? And today it has been bought really close to this area. It has settled here, which is something I don't like, man. Value is there. What the heck is this high here? I don't know what this does here. Settle, the 6700 is down here. This is something else that I didn't like at the beginning from Sierra. Is I can I wish that I have this line all the way from left to right, right? But I find really nice future, you know, for this charting software, you know, to be able, right, just to put it all the way across if you want it, or starting as I do in Sailor, for example, I start here for this day. I can differentiate if I want. I may have settled for another day down here, and just not to go all the way to the right, because when that happens, there is going to be a bunch of references there. Look at this weekly low. This is also weekly low. I mean, this week low, isn't it? No, this is last week. This is a weekly low, is it? Yeah, this is a weekly low. Notice this. Huh. Wait a minute. This is a weekly low, my friends. Weekly low. Nah. Let's do it lowercase. A weekly low. And this one as well is weekly low. This also is a weekly low. This is interesting. Why I say it's interesting. Okay, let's move this. Where is this moving hours? Where this one should be? Let me check. I need to move it 6592. Wow, come on, it hasn't moved. All right here. All right, now I can move. I have a weekly low here. Weekly low here. Weekly low. Weekly low. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekly lows there all together? Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. This one. Huh. Boy, this is not that. And consider that it hasn't moved that much, that far actually. 6590, 66, 100 points, kind of like you've seen around the center of the 5-week range. The low is not that good, man. These are just very close. The weekly time frame is weakening here. I don't want this to be in the way. Let's move it. Can you see what I say? I was saying about Sierra, I just can move these ones, you know. I can move out of the way. I can move them out of the way, so it doesn't interfere with this. This 600, I can also move it here. 700 may be of relevance today. I'm going to leave it here. Yep. This is yesterday's low, yesterday's high, settle. Last is very close to settle, so that's why I didn't put. Notice well today's low is, right? Notice what today's low is. Today's low is very close to settle, which is yesterday's or which is the overnight POC, which is yesterday's POC, which is pretty much half back, yesterday's half back as well. So again, I think the odds of rotation here are high. There's a lot of chop. There has been a lot of chop here. The range, okay. Something. Oh, okay. Something might be brewing here. There's a glitch here. Now, volume. I don't know why. Oh, this is the third period, right? Volume is decreasing a little bit. Next one, I expect the next one to be up here, the current period. I'm really, the odds early in the session, before the opening, the odds of chop were high. I'm seeing a lot of chop here. Notice that we haven't had rotation yet, and we can see, for example, the highs. The high of B, of period B, hasn't taken the high of period A of A period. Now C is very close to B high, so if that happens, we may have rotation. We had rotation, right? We would have the rotation. Very sluggish market. It's kind of like a moving or trading in the way that, okay, we're open today. Okay, let's keep doing what we do every day. The main thing, I think, in my opinion, to be learned from today's action is how to be present in the market, right? The ability that we may have, we must have, right? And if we don't have it, if we don't got it, we need to cultivate this, try to get this, to let it go. The ability of resetting whatever thing, whatever plan, whatever trade, whatever result we have yesterday or the day previous. Today is a new day, man. It is a new day, and what happened yesterday has nothing to do with what can happen today. Very ironic, right? Considering that I say a lot at what many times, at almost all the time. You can see that, you can hear that telling, you can hear me telling often and quite often that many times what is happening today has a lot to do with what happened yesterday. Like how can you have those two conflicting thoughts, right, in your mind? One is, if you just listen and write, one is the complete opposite of the other one. The first is, whatever happened yesterday has nothing to do with what's happening today. And few seconds later, few minutes later, I say, what's happening today has a lot to do with what happened yesterday. So, what the heck? That's the first thing somebody that is not used to this business, somebody that is starting this in this business, somebody that is has nothing to do with trading, will for sure almost think that, what the heck is this people talking about? Huh? What the heck? Are you crazy? You just say it doesn't have nothing to do, and just a couple seconds later, you just talk about the opposite. How come is that possible? And that's true, right? We have to be able to have those two conflicting, and that's happening a lot on this business, man. That happens just a lot. I'm sorry I don't have nothing today. I mean, I guess that's another thing, right? Like being flat, right? Being flat. You don't have nothing, actually. Here, nothing is something. I guess I don't know if you can understand this, but having nothing is also having is something. All right, now we have rotation. Okay, we have a lot of chop, and now we have rotation. What happens to value? It's going to move higher. It's going to move outside of yesterday's value. Notice Nasdaq. Nasdaq actually is higher. We have value higher right there. You can see it. You don't need to see the numbers. If you don't see, I actually cannot see. Like for example, here in the ES, because it's bigger, I can see the highs here, right? I just have the shape of the profile for Nasdaq in this chart. Oh no, wait a minute. I have the shapes of the Nasdaq charts here. We are not that far from the all-time highs. For Nasdaq, is not that far. And this profile, even though I don't see the numbers, I can see the open profile for Nasdaq down here. Right? The red line here is the opening. It's the beginning of the regular trading hours here. This is the bid and ask. Okay, there's something happened here around this area, around this. I can see some reds here as well, for example. And because I don't do this much, I mostly do ES. I have here expanded. I can see better here, right? You can see, for example, I can see. I don't know if you have noticed this live, but one of the things I just didn't mention this, right? When the market was doing this back and forth in 8 period, significant amount of volume came here, or was accumulated here in this area. Remember, this is something that happened at the closing. Usually it happens at the closing. You know, when I see, when I have a position, for example, getting into the closing, when I get into the closing, when I start seeing over 10,000, okay, I think that usually is the end, or could be the place or the area where the market can settle, right, for the day. Relax, relax. The dog is going to make some noise here. Um, a new neighbor is moving in. The dog is just getting crazy here. Notice how we got these whites here, a lot of whites, when the market took this high, right? Relax. Luna, come on. All right, guys. All right. I really don't have much here. If you have anything, you have any questions or comments, please just let me know. I will be calling it a day. Probably going to take a break today for the rest of the day. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Hope I can see you tomorrow. Bye bye.